Alright, welcome back to class. I'm going to go over our next section in our Intro to Excel, Intro to Spreadsheets chapter. This particular video is going to focus on worksheet formatting. I'm going to go ahead and for our PowerPoint presentation and slideshow view. Worksheet formatting is essential in creating and displaying worksheets and workbooks because it gives it a professional appearance in the data that we are collecting, that we're aggregating, that we're displaying. So again, it's just a professional format through adding symbols. We're going to be aligning decimals, using fonts and colors, just to again give it a more of an eye appeal in there. So through this section, we're going to look at applying cell styles. We're going to look at different alignment options, horizontal and vertical alignment. We're going to look at text wrapping and indent options. And we're just going to go through how to apply these various formats. So again, a cell style is a collection of format settings providing a consistent appearance with a worksheet and among similar workbooks. Again, just kind of going in some of the verbiage, some of the definitions. We're going to look at alignment. That's essentially how data are positioned in the confines of a cell. Again, as I mentioned, from top to bottom or from left to right. We're also going to look at doing some merging and centering of some of our data and to format that across multiple cells or rows. And we're also going to be looking at changing horizontal and vertical cell alignments. Increasing and decreasing the indents. We're going to look at also applying borders and fill colors, and then applying some number formats with regard to increasing and decreasing decimal places, adding symbols, things of that nature. So let's go ahead and move on into our spreadsheet. And again, I'll be continue working with this same spreadsheet that I have been in the first few videos. So to apply a cell style, essentially what you need to do is you need to select a range of cells that you're wanting to apply the cell style to. Click the Cell Styles drop-down menu in your Styles section, and then again you can apply any one of these particular styles to again your spreadsheet. So if you want to provide a little bit of have a blue table, again you can provide cell styles according to how you want your report to appear. And again, list a column here that again you can go ahead and go back through, reapply the style, or even change the style according to what you want, how you want your worksheet to appear. Okay. In addition to applying the styles here, one thing that you probably have noticed in this spreadsheet is we do not have a title. We're going to go ahead and we're going to create a title. So we're going to provide annual sales. So 2016. And if you notice, you'll see that the text appears in cell A1 that spans across two more cells. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the first 6 columns where this particular header will appear, and we're going to click this Merge and Center formatting option. And as you can see from the drop-down menu, it's going to show you exactly how this is going to look. So when we click on that, we notice that now our annual sales header for this particular worksheet report now appears, and I can go back in here, provide a style to that particular column, or that particular cell that's been merged across, and we have now given ourselves a nice header for our report. I'm talking about vertical and horizontal cell alignment. Again, this is how you want your information positioned within the cell. So if you want to right justify or align right your text in a particular cell, you would click on the align right icon. If you wanted to center it, you could click on the align center icon in your alignment section. Or if you want it to align left, again, you can adjust that. As I mentioned in one of the previous videos, certain formats take on a default position, so your text normally defaults to the left. Your numeric values, your values, dates, things of that nature, those are right justified by default, but you can actually alter and give those a align center justify. When you have a particular, let's do this with the our actual header. So we have a header here that we just created. And what I want to do is go ahead and we have this already centered, but for report purposes, we want to change the vertical alignment. Right now it's align bottom based on what you can see is selected. You can set that alignment to the top of that, or you can middle align it. We're going to go ahead and leave that at middle alignment for horizontal. I'm sorry, for a vertical alignment. So again, going through our worksheet, let's do some other formatting here. Let's work on wrapping text. If you notice here, and I think I pointed this out in a previous video, we have some columns that have some very long widths in terms of the column name, but the data that appears underneath the column is kind of shorter than that. So what we could do is we can select these columns, as I've done here, right-click on those columns, and click Format Cells. And what we're going to go through here is part of the text control, we're going to wrap the text, which basically means that now it gives us kind of a multiple rows, if you will, in this one particular row, so you can kind of wrap the text within there. And again, you can then adjust your size of your columns to accommodate the text wrap, as well as the data that is appearing in there. So you can shrink the size down if you'd like, and then from there, again, apply your centering if you wish. Both vertical and horizontal alignment centering, and also apply a cell style to that based on, again, how you would like it to be formatted. Another formatting option is we're going to look at some colors and some borders. So again, you can select your report, your worksheet, go up here to in the font category. You'll notice this has a drop-down pick list, and you can select various different types of borders on there. I've selected the entire worksheet here because I want to put borders on everything. Okay, and in looking at that, again, it's all in how you want your report formatted, as well as formatting with the borders. You can work through a fill color, which is essentially just changing the background color of the cells. So again, you can go ahead and change this fill color by clicking the drop-down menu for this item, and you can select some predefined colors in the theme colors provided here. They have standard color groups down here as well. You can select no fill, basically have a clear background, or you can create a custom color by going through this particular option here. And again, feel free to go ahead and play with background colors so you get familiar with how to do that, to include the no fill, changing the theme color standard colors, as well as creating your own colors. So in a nutshell, that's kind of the formatting aspect of it. The next piece that I want to talk about is applying number formats. So we did talk about this briefly in some of the other videos, working through number formats and how some of our data is formatted for display purposes in here. And so essentially you can you can specify a number format by selecting the cell in question, coming down to format cells, making sure that you select the number tag or the number tab over here. And it gives you just a general rundown of how you can format your cells. So we're looking at a monetary figure that's computed. So we probably want to keep that either in a currency format or potentially in an accounting format. Since we are dealing with monetary figures, we're going to go ahead and leave that at 2 decimal places. But again, I wanted to point out where we can adjust those things. And we've got a commission rate. Again, if you click on that and right-click and go to Format Cells, we've got that displayed in a percentage. Again, you can specify increase the decimal place in terms of percentage, and that is based on the precision at which your percentage of your commission percentage is calculated. Some of them may be in %. So again, that's a quick rundown of some worksheet formatting, as well as applying some number formats. Again, if you have any questions, please email me at ryan.free@ppcc.com.